Hi, I'm Carrie Med, Superintendent of Schools for SAD 52. I want to say hello to community members, families, staff who may be listening to this. The school board is recommending the purchase of land for this spring as part of the budget process. So I want to provide some information for folks to make sure you're informed. So the land the board is looking at purchasing is this 18.8 acre plot of land right at the corner of Cobb Road and North Parish Road. Just a couple of areas for you to help get yourself oriented. This is Jimmy's General Store. This goes to Upper Street, Turner Center Road, and then over here is Turner Primary School. We have one athletic field here that is used by some of our students. So this is the plot of land that the board is recommending that we purchase. The board has two goals for this purchase while working collaboratively with the town of Turner and the state to, one, create up to 2 additional multi-use athletic fields. We've had the great fortune of adding lacrosse to our offerings due to a lot of hard work by a lot of members of the community. That has been a very successful program started at the youth level. This year, we will have 6 teams between the middle school and the high school. Super exciting. We also, the second goal the school board has is to build a transportation facility with diesel and gas tanks for bulk purchasing. So let's get you a little bit more specific information. Athletic fields. So this is our bird's eye view of what we currently have. So this is the track with a field in the middle, used in the fall by soccer, in the spring by the track team, and now lacrosse. This right here is a practice field used by football and lacrosse. This is the field hockey field plus softball field, the football field, and the baseball field. Baseball field is also used in the fall by the middle school for soccer practice and other practices that may need to happen there. These are the fields at the middle school, softball, baseball. This field in the middle is used in the fall by pretty much anybody who needs a field, football and the middle school. We put fencing up here in the spring, so it really isn't available for any other use in the springtime. And then this is our field at Turner Primary School. It's used by the middle school field hockey team in the fall, and last year it was used by lacrosse in the spring. This field was not used to the heavy use that it got with both seasons. And so we had to put a decent amount of money in it in hopes that it would recover so that we could continue to use it. But we're monitoring it and are concerned about how much this field can actually take for the increased volume of use that it's getting. So really, this is it, and we've kind of outgrown this space for the number of students who are participating and the number of teams that we have. Just about 50% of the high school kids who are in the high school play at least one sport. That number is higher at the middle school. So we've got the kids who want to do it. We have the families who support them, and we have successful teams, and they've outgrown the spaces that we have. So this is where we want to put hopefully up to 2 multi-use fields here. We also know that this is a high traffic intersection, and students are crossing this intersection already to go to the field or to get food at Jimmy's because teenagers eat all the time. So we do know that we want to address some safety concerns here as well, again, in partnership with the state and the town of Turner. So the second issue is around transportation. Up to and at times more than 18 vans and 24 buses and minibuses are competing with student and staff parking during high school events and just during the regular school day. If you've been to an event at the high school, you know how crowded it is back there. You know that competition for parking spots is difficult. Oftentimes our bus drivers return from their routes at the end of the day and are unable to park in their spot because it's been taken by somebody who's going to one of those events. So really removing this high level of traffic, which is around parents and grandparents and students all sort of driving and moving at the same time, remove that traffic to a separate facility so that the high school can just continue to operate the way it needs to operate without worrying about all that traffic. In addition, the transportation office is located in the high school in a former classroom with partial walls and some inadequate storage. The other issue that we're dealing with is we do have a diesel tank set up for our buses to allow us to purchase diesel in bulk. They are near the end of life. 2027 is when we will be transitioning to still being able to use them as long as nothing happens, as long as there's not a break or some other significant event that makes them no longer usable, because that would then require us to purchase diesel on the open market, which is a concern for us. The tanks are also located in a very high traffic area between the middle school, Turner Elementary School, and the Turner Public Library. We'd like to remove those tanks from that area just because of the traffic that goes through there. And in addition, we really want to add gasoline tanks so that we can purchase gas in bulk as well. That is to reduce our costs so that we're not looking to purchase gas on the open market rate. So in terms of funding, the school board is recommending creating a reserve fund from our fund balance for $500,000 for the purposes of land acquisition. This reserve fund will be part of the proposed budget that the board has approved and will be sending to voters at the district budget meeting on Thursday, May 7th. If the voters who attend that meeting approve the budget and this reserve fund, then that will be part of the package that goes to the full citizenry for the referendum, which will happen for a second approval at that time. We are going to have a public hearing on this land purchase on Thursday, April 30th. It will take place at Turner Primary School in the cafeteria at 6:30. That is a regular school board night. So once the public hearing is over, the school board will transition to regular school board business. And this ballot question will be on the ballot at the budget validation referendum on May 21st. That referendum takes place in each town, and the polls will be open from 1 to 7. This will be a separate ballot question from the other ballot, which will be the approval of the school budget. So this year, different from previous years, you'll get 2 ballots. The first will be the traditional budget approval, or not, depending on how you vote. And then the second ballot will be authorizing specifically the school district to purchase that land at the corner of North Parish and Cobb Road, currently owned by Caldwell Farms, for the purposes of school, athletic, and transportation. There will be a note on the ballot regarding that the purchase of the land will be used from designated reserve fund as opposed to the budget. The $500,000 for this purchase is not in the budget and is not part of the regular budget process. So if you have questions about this, concerns, you don't understand, please email carrie.med@msed52.org. Central office, you can call 225-1000, leave a message. I will get back to you. We want to make sure you have all the information you need to be able to make a decision about this. And the board is super excited about this opportunity. So please reach out for questions. Otherwise, I hope you all have a good day.